Yeah, here we go. So today we are going to do some hacking on Windows 7 family machines, and here I am using Eternal Blue script to get into the system. So I will explain what is it later. So today, as the Windows PC, I am using Windows 7 Home Premium. You can see I have installed Windows 7 Home Premium and Kali Linux in my virtual machine workstation version 15. And first of all, we have to find the IP addresses of both of them. We must make sure both of Windows and Kali Linux are in same network. So using ifconfig and ipconfig, I have done that. So first of all, here we go, and we can talk about the things, the exploitations and the tools later. First of all, I am downloading Eternal Blue script from GitHub. So I am cloning the file, and I am cloning the file into the desktop. Here we go. It is cloning, and for this I am using Kali Linux 2019 third version and Windows 7 Home Premium with 64-bit, and we have to copy this Ruby file, Eternal Blue double pulsar file, to the location that we have stored our metasploitable exploitations. So Metasploit framework, the location user share Metasploit framework modules, inside modules exploit and Windows and SMB service message block. And this Eternal Blue script is something targets the SMB services in Windows, and here I am using Zerosploit. To download Zerosploit, you can use GitHub, and I am downloaded this, and now I am checking the devices that I can find in my network. So yeah, VMware, it is displaying the Windows, and here first of all I am using the exploit that is available, and okay, let's see what will happen. And make sure when copying these files, I will tell some details about it, and this video is full of mistakes, and first of all, here we go, and no result from search, and that is because of a simple spelling mistake. And here I am searching for the Eternal Blue script, and let's see. First of all, we must make sure while we are copying the file, we must copy the whole file into the folder, or we must download the file not into the desktop but into the root folder. That is the most important thing to do, and without downloading the file into the root folder, we will face many errors and a lot of things while we are doing this attack. So here I am checking what I have done, and it took me so much time to do this, and that's the reason this video is 19 minutes long. And so let's see, I am searching for the Eternal Blue script, and I found it, and now I must do the use command with this. It is done, and I'm going to show up the options, and here we have to set up the target IP address. This is this, and here I am using PS scan according to this IP address, and these are the open ports, and we are targeting 445 open port with TCP protocol. And let's see, I am setting the R host to the IP address of the target, and second we have to set that there I have checked the port, and the port must be the port that is opened we found in using zerosploit, and we have to set the process inject to the selectable executable file, and we are using svchost.exe file as the process inject file, and we have to set up the payload. And here I am setting up the payload. Set payload Windows metapeter reverse TCP. Yep, the payload is set. The first time I got so many errors, and I didn't edit anything. Anyone who is watching and anyone who is getting any errors as I got in this attack, they can see and they can understand what I have done to correct them. So first try, I am trying to exploit. Oh my god, there are so many errors. So this time I am going to figuring out what is happened, and there is no resource folders according to the Eternal Blue script, and it cannot find anything, any dependencies inside the folder. So I copied the dependencies folder to the root, and here we go again. The next time while I am trying to exploiting, I tried to find wine. So wine, let's see what is wine while I am installing. So yep, wine is a platform that let us Linux users to run Windows applications in Linux environment, and Wine could only run a few Windows applications, but now it can support thousands of them, making it a very powerful Linux application. Its installation is simple. First we have to add the repositories to the selected location, and using this command I am adding the architectures, and here I am downloading Wine and installing it. While it is installing, we can talk about something about the script that I am using here, Eternal Blue. So Eternal Blue was a devastating exploit that targeted Microsoft implementations of SMB protocols, so service message block protocols. Metasploit contains a useful module that will automatically exploit the target as long as it is vulnerable. But what if we wanted to exploit this vulnerability using Metasploit holding a WAN? So this is the thing I am doing using Metasploit, and the script, the exploitation, Eternal Blue double pulsar exploitation to my attack. I am downloading the Eternal Blue script and setting it with the Metasploit console. The folder, the files I have collected, the factory default scripts that I got in the MSF console. So here I am downloading Wine. So we must download Wine and few things when the video is continuing, and I can show what happened to me while doing this attack. So downloading is completed and installation is running. So first time I spent about 1 to 2 hours trying figuring out what are those errors and what I have to do to correct them, and finally I managed to open a remote. I managed to open up something that I can get into this Windows PC without the authorization of the Windows PC. So the packages are unpacking, and let's see what will happen.
Nothing can change you.
So it will take some time, and speaking of Eternal Blue, the Eternal Blue package is compatible with Windows 7, any Windows 7 family, and sometimes Windows 8 and so and so. So Eternal Blue script is tested on Windows 10 Pro, and it has succeeded, and Service Pack 1, Service Pack 2, Service Pack 3, Home Premium, Ultimate, anything in Windows 7 family is vulnerable for this attack. It will take some time to install the Wine, and let's see what will happen after that. First thing to make sure, we must download the Eternal Blue script to the root folder. Don't do that as I have done. I have downloaded the folder whole thing into the desktop. The second thing, while copying, the dependencies folder must remain in the same place, and we cannot change the location of that. And the third thing, we must download and install Wine in our Linux distribution to continue the attack without any errors. Achieving something is very difficult. We must try and try and try. So finally, installation of Wine is completed, and so I am exploiting it one more time. Let's see what will happen. It's taking some time. Yep, starting generating G. generating the payload DLL4 double pass, and let's see what will happen. Got some errors. Couldn't get IPS factory buffer 4 interface. Let's see. Error sending wrong architecture DLL to target. So let's see what is the reason for that. So we have to do some configurations for that, and I have done it. We can see just by finding the details about the error that has been occurred, and so I am resetting everything, and I am doing everything again, setting ROST and setting processing checked and everything. So setting payload and setting the listener's IP address as the host IP address that I am using, the Kali Linux IP address. So yep, it is that. So we just have to try it again. Let's see what will happen. Yep, once again error sending wrong architecture DLL to target. So that is a simple error, simple mistake that I have made. First of all, we must make sure what the bit formation of the victim's operating system version. So here I used 64-bit, so I must upload the payload as the 64-bit. So here we go. Finally, a Peter is opened, and I am inside that. Okay, so here I am going to check the system information. So here we go. We are inside the Windows. Thank you everyone. See you again.